how this record came about, we was in the airport and he was like, D-Lo, man, my album is finished, I need one more song. And I already had one song on this album already, and he was like, man, I need another one, I just need a banger. So I just started doing some James Brown dances through the airport. We was in the airport on a delayed flight. Now here's the trick, I put a loop under him. So here's my loop. Now watch how funky this thing get. Y'all hear that James Brown? Parts. It's called parts. Just play different parts. I was like, yo, this part I gotta feel funky. It has to feel like a commercial. This is what I wanted to feel. Hey. Try Oreos. We in the kitchen, we cooking. Have you ever tried, you know what I'm saying? Chips Ahoy. That's what I was talking about. This is like a Chips Ahoy commercial, you know what I'm saying? So I'm finna give y'all another trick. I'm gonna move this channel up here. This is my bass. This is why my records sound the way it sounds. Because if you notice,
I say, D-Lo.
Yes, Mr. McClure.
I'm about ready to do my thing.
Yes, sir. Do your thing.
I said, I'm about ready to do my thing.
yo, what's up, everybody? It's your boy D-Lo again here in the kitchen. Listen, this next record is a special record. Was able to do something with Pastor Mike Jr. He's the hottest gospel artist out right now. Innovative, just a good brother. That's my dude. That's my bro, and just an amazing artist. We did a song on his new album, his latest album, entitled Mr. McClure, which is his last name. It has the elements of James Brown, Bruno Mars, Morris Day. And how this record came about, we was in the airport and he was like, D-Lo, man, my album is finished, I need one more song. And I already had one song on this album already, and he was like, man, I need another one, I just need a banger. So I was like, all right, cool, what you talking about? He was like, we need a funk song. So I just started doing some James Brown dances through the airport. We was in the airport on a delayed flight. We just did a show, and I think it was Mother's Day last year, and 2022, and we just started flowing in the airport, and it was just gonna be all right. He was gonna be all right, and he was like, man, let's make this record come true. And I started studying for a week straight, nothing but James Brown essentials, Morris Day, and Bruno Mars. I wanted to mix that authentic funk into gospel today. And so I did.
I say, D-Lo, yes, I'm about ready to do my thing. Do your thing then. I said, I'm about ready to do my thing. Do your thing then. Y'all ready? We ready. I got a feeling.
Playing a little bit for y'all so y'all can.
Everything's gonna be all right. Hey, hey, hey. I got a feeling. Everything's gonna be all right. It's gonna be all right. It's gonna be all right. Good God. It's gonna be all right. Yeah. It's gonna be all right.
So this is a funky record. It's funky. Again, I'm gonna tell you the parts where I'm gonna break the record down for you, but I'm gonna tell you the parts where I got the Morris Day, Bruno Mars, and I got the James Brown sound from. And so this is right here. This is Morris Day right here. That's the Morris Day type of vibe. So this is the James Brown part right here.
I said I'm about ready to do my thing.
Part.
Y'all ready? We ready.
Y'all hear how Josh rolled in? Shout out to Josh Foster on drums.
Ready to do my thing. Do your thing.
He rolled in.
Ready to do my thing. Do your thing. Y'all ready? We ready. I got a feeling everything's gonna be alright. Hey, hey, hey. I got a
It's my Morris Day part right here.
everything's gonna be alright.
James. Morris Day.
It's gonna be alright. Good God. Yeah, it's gonna be alright. Yeah, it's gonna be alright. Work on them more.
James Brown.
Really count it down. I knew God gon' work it out. Yeah, all of my bills were due. Didn't know what to do.
So I told the horns I wanted a real James Brown funk. I actually wrote the horns part. I'm gonna show you where my demo horns were so y'all can see where. So here it is right here. These are my demo horns. Yeah, yeah. A real funky sound. It takes a lot to make a song like this. So I'm gonna go back, I'm gonna solo my horns. I got the tenor. I'm gonna go through that too as well. It's so much going on in this record. It's just, oh my gosh. So I chopped my drums up. Josh Fox. Shout out to Leo out of Dallas. He does everybody horns. Look how Josh playing these drums. Look how he rolling it. It's important you get the sonics. It's okay to have a little hiccup there. It's like a little, I like the mistakes on certain things. See, I don't. Now here's the trick. I put a loop under him. So here's my loop. Now watch how funky this thing get. Now I'm gonna not play it. Y'all hear it? Now I'm gonna add the loop. The loop takes it to another. You hear the contrast? The difference, the negative and the positive. This loop got a little swing on it. So I filtered it. I bypassed all the low, like I went crazy on it. So Josh drums can cut harder. And so, but it's swinging. So then, when that swing and you put all the drums in one, oh my God. That's what's giving that swing. Now I add that tambourine. Now notice I don't put the loop in throughout the song, it's just in spaces. That's James Brown.
Listen, I hope you are enjoying this episode of In the Kitchen with D-Lo, but I got something really, really crazy that I want to show you. Check this out.
When you got one of those modes where I don't know what to do, I'm stuck.
You're right.
All I do is listen to something like that, and it's like, okay, now
Whoa.
I got something.
Exactly.
I have like every single plugin, but some plugins you be spending like hours just trying to find that one sound. You took the time to really curate and find like a group of like sounds that's really usable, that get straight to the point.
You're giving them enough to get started so they can walk into a room with someone and be like, all right, man, what am I missing?
I love the plug-in, man. I think it's incredible. I think people are gonna be like, wow. I mean, you got the sounds, people looking for sounds like that. Look, now they just get the plug-in.
You know what I mean? So you literally can just cook a complete record like just from this plugin. And for me, it's like not about a whole bunch of sounds, it's about production.
He gonna come out the gate sounding legit.
Yeah.
Out the gate sounding legit because of something like this. So I'm telling everybody, man, get the juice pack.
It's the truth, bro. I got to have it.
It's fire. It's definitely juice. D-Lo got the juice.
I even wrote the bass parts out too. Ironically, I wrote the bass parts out. You can see it, I got it muted right here. When I did this demo, I wanted to feel right here. I wanted a funk. I had a vision on that record, you know, and so when you're sending records out, a lot of times the musicians don't have a vision. So I had a vision for it. And even though I explained to them the vision, I wanted them to make sure they captured the vision like how I wanted it. And so I demoed everything out for them to play it. And then on my Rhodes, I got that old Stevie Wonder. See how that dirt? It's like a dirty whirly, distortion whirly. Whew. You see I'm playing in spots? I'm breaking the record down. Everything don't need to be played out. All people think you just gotta play every note, every key. That's what the horns do. The horns is driving it. So. The horns are driving it. Shout out to Leo again. Leo did horns and guitars on here. It's crazy, ain't it? So I'm gonna solo his guitars. Here go the guitars. That's James. Y'all hear that, James Brown? Parts. It's called parts. Just play different parts. You see, I don't have everything in here. Every time somebody sends me something, I have to play everything. Then I got the bass. Woo. I like that transition. See, it's already full. So if I just play solo the drums with that, with the loop, it's already full. So I always take the loops out when I break, or when the drummer is doing specials, I take the loops out. Sonically, when he trying to do it and you got the loop going, it confuses people. It's not clarity. You can't really hear it. And when you go to mixing, you really can't understand what's going on. So if you notice when he's doing this fill, my loop is back. And if y'all want to know why I got this section blue right here, it's because I took this section right here is his drums. It's the second take of drums. I like this take better than I like the orange take, so I just cut that take and replaced it with the blue take. you know, sometimes it's just better like that. And y'all can see I've been cutting up the drums, moving them here and there to my own liking. Now I add myself. So I added that funk brass, the Prophet. That Prophet brass is crazy. Yeah, look how see, I'm just stabbing. So I went studying these records sonically. There was so much going on in studying these records, man. I got my claps. That's a funk clap. True sampler. See how I cut? Yep. Cause that's like it got like a woodchuck at the end of it. Clang. You hear like the can. Clang. You hear it? It got that funk. So studying it, man, and then studying like the Rhodes. I'm gonna add. You hear that how it sound? Woof. Woof. Sneak attacks. I call them sneak attacks. Hear that sneak? So on top of that with the horns, so I'm gonna just play the auxiliary and horns. Woo. It's getting real funky, cuz. You hear that? Sneak attack. You see how everything is complementing each other. I'm not fighting the horns. The horns aren't fighting me. When I wrote the part, I wrote it for them to play it this way. And this is like the outro part. And even in the mix, shout out to Q, Quentin, Denard from Detroit, who mixes most of Pastor Mike's stuff. I was like, yo, this part, I gotta feel funky. It has to feel like a commercial. Like, what you mean? Like, what you mean? Like, when you turn on the TV and you got that little 15-second window, that's what I wanted to feel. Hey. Try Oreos. We in the kitchen, we cooking. Have you ever tried, you know what I'm saying? Chips Ahoy. That's what I was talking about. This is like a Chips Ahoy commercial, you know what I'm saying? You know, we in the kitchen, so why don't we talk about food? It's like, it reminds you of Chips Ahoy, though. Dip it in the milk. You hear that baritone? And the crazy thing is, this part, you got horns that only come in on certain parts. So my trumpet only comes on. Look at this. Woo. It's killing up. See what I'm saying? Then you add the elements, you add more elements, then you got that. They is killing. My favorite is the baritone. I'm sorry. I gotta solo these jokers. Listen how these jokers is slapping. They not on grid. It's funky. They not on grid. on now. And then when you add all of them together, it gives you this clap. That thing is good to my soul. Shout out to Leo and his crew, baby. They is smacking. So then when you got that going, and then I had my guitar going with the James Brown. So if you really notice, the guitar is off grid. It sounds like, if you hear it with the horns, it sounds like it's like off. You hear it? But that's the joy in positive and negative. That's the joy in positive and negative. It's always going to work. Then I added my organ. I want to show y'all how I play organ. I did all the sounds of that organ on here. You don't have to play everything the keys is playing. Watch how I play. In and out. See, I ain't even play everything they played. I'm gonna go back to organ. Even this, I kept my same tone. Percussion on, kept my percussion. This the bridge. So, my sound effects. So I'm finna give y'all another trick that I normally use. I'm giving y'all the sauce. John Mike, I'm giving you the sauce, baby. So I'm gonna move this channel up here. This is my bass. This is why my records sound the way it sounds, because if you notice, I got key bass as well. So this is I always double it. So I'm gonna solo my bass. This is, sounds good, but when you add that key bass to it, it gives it a whole different approach. Ooh. Ooh. So it's okay to even give it that the tones are different. It's slightly out of tone. Like my key bass, I kind of pitched the tone down a little bit. I'm in Xenology, and you know, I go in, I mess with all the oscillators and stuff like that. So I actually go in and I actually just tune it down as far as the tone. And then, you know, of course, when you put that Prophet brass on there, you see the loopholes? Loophole. It's patterns. I want you to see how consistent this is. This is consistent. Look, right here, the same thing over here. It's consistent, consistent, consistent. It's called patterns. So do the same. Yep. Da, 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 da. Bruno Mars. This little Bruno Mars feel right here. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that, ooh, funk. Introducing the revolutionary plug-in for the 21st century. The ultimate solution to all your creative needs. Question: are you tired of hitting roadblocks in your creative process? I know I was. Do you yearn for sounds that would take your production to new heights? Well, I'm here to tell you, look no further. With my cutting-edge plug-in, your brain will be firing on all cylinders, unlocking a world of endless possibilities. Imagine effortlessly finding drum patterns with the perfect melodies, effortlessly creating live arrangements that leave a lasting impression on your audience. And let's not forget about this heartfelt chords that tug at the heartstring. This plugin is not just any ordinary tool. It's a game changer that will revolutionize your music production experience. With this intuitive interface and powerful features, it's like having a personal assistant dedicated to taking your music to the next level. Yeah, new heights. So I ask you today, are you ready to unlock your full creative potential? I know I am. So I say, don't settle for anything less than extraordinary. Get your hands on this plugin. It's the future, and watch your music soar to the new heights. The possibilities are limitless. I give you the world of Juice by DLO. Funk. And it's important, don't play extra stuff. Let it sit. Let the other stuff work. Woo. Yeah, and I'm gonna add my synth leader now. So I got 2 different leads going. 2 different tones, 2 different everythings. Again, it's not quantized. I got 2 different things playing 2 different things. Then I got that going, then so I'm gonna have my, that's a little bit more of a muddy synth. I actually made that. Now, what happens when I put all of my ox? Watch this. Woo! See, if everything was quantized and you put everything online, you really can't see your fingers. See what I'm saying? Like if you had a straight line and you put your hand, then it's like, oh, it's okay, it's cool, it's clean. But if you have things like this and you just have it like to the point where you can see my fingers, you could be able to tell, oh, he got all his fingers. That's how I do it with here. Like, it's okay to not quantize everything. Everything doesn't deserve a quantize. It gotta feel good. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I don't really use bells, but I put them on the special lines, like, you know, just make it. Yeah, all my ops. Woo! Real funky. And I got that tambourine move. Can you hear the difference? Nah. It's moving now. Stop. You see how I stopped all the loops when that break came? So you can hear that baritone. The funk. This one is a fun record, man. It's fun. Everybody got that part. Listen to my rolls, how I'm playing it. I'm stabbing. See what I'm saying? When you're in the kitchen, you have to understand when you're cooking, there's multiple ingredients. Salt is not the only ingredients. You got pepper. Then you also got your veggies like onions and your bell peppers and your minced garlic and whatever else you like to put in your food that makes your food complete, okay? Rolls, you don't have to play everything. Rolls, you ain't got to do all the fancy stuff. You see I'm stabbing these, just. See I'm stabbing? Pause, come back. Stabs. Patterns. It's just patterns. You see them patterns? Consistency. See them patterns right there? That's because my horns is working. So all I need to emphasize, you know what I'm saying? And the bass is just giving me a good old boom 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 boom. Notice I took my key bass out now. My key bass is out because I need it. All I needed is on this last part. Woo! And that's how this funk record came about. Simple and easy. Well, it's not easy. It's just a lot of studying, listening, studying sonics, studying. If you're going to do a funk record, go listen to it. Listen to sonics. Listen to what kind of percussions they're using. Listen to what kind of rolls they're using. Listen to everything. Tweak it according to... What is this? Oh, this is my little sample I put in there. Hear the screams in there? Yep. All of the elements. Organ. Kiss it. Woo! James Brown. And I typically start off with Rhodes, and I did my dummy brass. So it was just Rhodes and my brass. Not that brass, my horns, my fake horns. Let me see. Sorry, my fake horns right here. Here. And that's how it came about.
Next time on In the Kitchen.
The most difficult parts about being a creative and an artist, especially when you can't play,
Yeah.
you can mouth it, but you can't produce it. So you can be like, man, I need to sound like this. And they got to sit there and be like, what
And
is
really,
that?
and really understand. The record was meant for somebody else in the mainstream world.
Yeah.
And when I was going down, P&J said, hold on, back up, what's that?
What's that?
He said, send me that.
He just told me in 30 minutes what it took him 30 years to learn. So that means I can go farther, faster. So when you create the Juice Pack, what you're telling young producers is, he gonna come out the gate sounding legit.
Yeah.
Out the gate sounding legit because of something like